Good morning, students. In the last class, we have seen one of the applications of Ampere circuital law, that is H bar due to a coaxial cable, that derivations were derived considering three regions. Today, let us take up a new topic called as curl. So, we have seen in module 1 that curl is nothing but it is a rotating path or the rotating path of the flux lines. That is what we call as the curl. Right. In electrostatics, the Gauss law is applied to differential volume element, where we study the concept of divergence. Similarly, in magnetostatics, the concept of the concept of the curl will come into picture if we apply the concept to the Ampere circuital law to the differential surface element. Fine. Let us consider the differential surface element to derive the equation for the curl. This is x-axis, this is y, this is z. We are considering the differential rectangular element. In three-dimensional, it will be viewed like this: differential rectangular element. So here the path of the current flow is from A to B. The flux line path is from B to C, then from C to D, and from D to A. This is the path of the flux lines. The distance from A to B is delta y, small incremental length. Then the distance between B to C, it is delta x. Okay. So this is a small differential rectangular element. Now we have to find the magnetic field intensity at the point P. The magnetic field intensity at the point P, right? This is the intersection here. This is our point P of interest, where we are finding the magnetic field intensity. So the total magnetic field intensity at the point P, which is the center of the small rectangle, is given by H bar is equal to Hx naught Ax bar plus Hy naught Ay bar plus Hz naught Az bar. Okay. Here the current density, so Hx naught, Hy naught and Hz naught are, if the rectangular element is placed in such a way that the point P lies at the origin, then it will be Hx naught, Hy naught and Hz naught. Alright. So if the total current density is given by J is equal to Jx Ax bar, that is component of J in the x direction, multiplied by its unit vector, plus Jy Ay bar plus Jz Az bar. Number these equations. Now we have to apply the Ampere circuital law to the closed path and evaluate the integral h bar dot dl bar, because that is our Ampere circuital law. That is closed surface integral of h bar dot dl bar is equal to total current enclosed I. Is it not? So to evaluate that, now if we consider this closed path here, right, in this closed path, so if you see the direction of the current, so the curl is like this, so the path will be like this, right? So it is in the upward direction. It is in the upward direction. So the path of current flow is in the upward direction, that is in the z direction, right? According to the right hand thumb rule. Now along the path A to B, we have h bar is equal to hy, that is component of h along y direction, this is our y direction, into ay bar, and dl bar is equal to delta y, that is elemental length, into its unit vector ay bar. Therefore h bar dot dl bar, this will be equal to hy ay bar dot of delta y ay bar. Ay bar dot ay bar is 1, so it will be hy delta y. Take it as equation 3. Intensity hy along A to B, can be expressed in terms of hy naught, that is the component of h if it is placed at the origin, the point P is at the origin, and the rate of change of hy along x direction. Because now we are moving from A to B. Okay, so A to B, when we move here, right? So when we move from A to B, and that will be, it is taking a closed path, so it is swirling here, it is curling here, so that we have to take it as a rate of change of hy, rate of change of hy with respect to x, because this is x now. So we have to consider that, that will be, so it is the addition of the component h, that is at the origin y0, and the curl component, that is swirling component or the rotating component or circulating component, do hy with respect to x. So this is do hy with respect to x, this is per unit length. So if you want to find out for this length, so this length actually here it will be, right, so this length here it will be that is a delta x by 2, this length. So this is this length, actually here these diagonals are parallel to the x and y axis. These diagonals, one diagonal is parallel to y axis, another diagonal is parallel to the x axis. So this will be, this length here, this will be delta x by 2, delta x by 2. So that is dou hy by dou x, this is per unit length. So if we consider this length, that is it will be half of this delta x, right? So it will be delta x by 2. So this dou hy by dou x into delta x by 2, delta x by 2. Okay, so the component now will be, that is h bar dot dl bar, h bar dot dl bar along A to B will be hy naught plus delta x by 2 into dou hy by dou x into delta y. Okay, so it is taken as the component of at the origin hy naught plus the rotating component or circulating component with respect to x multiplied by delta x by 2, that is the perpendicular distance, the distance of AB from point P. It is x distance, actually they are parallel in 3 dimensional. It will be like this, it will be, that is this distance will be exactly half of delta x, that is it will be delta x by 2, that is the distance of AB from point P. Fine. So similarly for path B to C, similarly for the path B to C, we have, for path B to C, h bar is in minus ax bar direction. You can see here for path B to C, right, for path B to C, h bar is in minus ax bar direction. This is x here, you can see x is in the downward direction, here it is in the upward direction, so it is in the minus ax bar direction, right? So I can write it as h bar is minus ax bar, right? So it is minus hx ax bar, then dl bar will be equal to delta x ax bar. So what is dl bar? Elementary length, this is delta x here, delta x with its unit vector, that is ax bar. It is a length, so there is no positive or negative sign, delta x into ax bar. Therefore h bar dot dl bar, we want h bar dot dl bar according to Ampere circuit law, this will be equal to, if we take the product of this h bar, right, h bar and that is minus hx ax bar dot of dl bar, dot of dl bar. So dl bar is delta x ax bar, so this will be equal to minus hx delta minus hx, yes, delta x. So that will be our h bar dot dl bar, h bar dot dl bar is equal to minus hx delta x. Fine. So take this previous equation as 4 and this equation as 5. Now hx can be expressed in terms of again hx naught. This hx can be expressed again in terms of hx naught, that is the component at the origin plus the rotating component or the circulating component. Now it is rotating in this direction, so it is, we have to take it as y, is it not? That is y. Okay, so the distance of the BC from point P, it will be exactly delta y by 2, right, delta y by 2. This side is parallel to y and this side is parallel to x, so it will be delta y by 2. Okay, so now delta y by 2, this delta y by 2 will be multiplied with the component dou hx by dou y, that is component of rotating, rate of change of hx with respect to y, right, because it is now rotating in this direction, y direction. Okay, so we have to take it rate of change of x with respect to y. So this is delta y by 2 dou hx by dou y. So this plus hx naught, this plus hx naught. So this is our hx component, okay. So therefore h bar dot dl bar along b to c will be equal to, so it is minus hx dx, hx is this, so minus of hx naught plus delta y by 2 dou hx by dou y minus of this into delta x. Take it as equation 6. Now consider the next path. For path C to D, for path C to D, h bar is in which direction? For path C to D, let us check. So for path C to D, h bar is in minus ay bar direction. So y is from left to right, this is from right to left. So C to D, it is minus ay bar direction. So it will be h bar is minus hy ay bar, and dl bar will be equal to delta y into ay bar. dl bar is delta y, this distance is delta y, parallel here, so delta y into ay bar, its unit vector. Therefore h bar dot dl bar, h bar dot dl bar will be equal to minus hy delta y. If you take the dot product of this and this, so ay bar dot ay bar will be equal to 1, it will be minus hy delta y. Hope you are all following, students, here. So next, take it as equation. This hy can be expressed in terms of hy naught. Hy can be expressed in terms of hy naught, that is component at the origin, plus whether it be plus or minus here. Let us check. So the distance of C to D, the distance of C to D from point P, okay, so it is in this direction, it is in this direction, okay, so it is opposite to the x direction, it is in this direction, so it is delta x by 2, no doubt, but it is minus because the distance of CD from point P, so it is minus delta x by 2. So this is hy naught, so hy is equal to, what we will get here, hy naught minus delta x by 2 dou hy by dou hx, that is component of rate of change of hy now, hy with respect to x, okay. Per unit length is dou hy by dou hx, so its length we have to multiply by delta x by 2. So for delta x by 2, how much will be the rate of change of hy with respect to x? So that will get it as delta x by 2 multiplied by dou hy by dou hx. Therefore h bar dot dl bar along the path C to D will be equal to hy minus hy delta y. So this will be minus of hy naught minus delta x by 2 dou hy by dou hx into delta y. Take it as equation 8. Next, for the path D to A, for the path D to A, last path, for the path D to A. So as we can see here, for the path D to A, for the path D to A here, this path, for the path D to A, h bar is in which direction? It is in the ax bar direction. It is in ax bar direction, right? It is in the same direction of as x. So it is in ax bar direction. So h bar is in plus ax bar direction. Hence we have hx ax bar, and dl bar will be equal to delta x, that is differential length delta x into its unit vector ax bar. Therefore h bar dot dl bar will be equal to hx delta x. Take it as 9. Now hx similarly can be expressed as the component of hx at the origin, right? Then the rotating component, right? The curl component of the rotating component or the circulating component of hx with respect to y. Now it is hx, so this component we have to take with respect to y. It is rotating here in this direction, so it is hx with respect to y, right? So now what will be the sign, whether it is plus or minus? See here, delta y by 2, this will be delta y by 2, it is parallel to y here, parallel to y. This d to b is parallel to y, so d to b is parallel to y. parallel to y, and A to C is parallel to x here in 3D view, okay, 3-dimensional view. So we have here DB parallel to y. So this length from the midpoint, it will be delta y by 2, right? That is the point distance of D to A from the point P. It will be delta y by 2, but it is in which direction? It is in the opposite direction to the y. So it will be minus of delta y by 2, so that will be hx naught minus delta y by 2 dou hx by dou y into delta x. Take it as equation 10. So total h bar dot dl bar, that is, we have to consider all the equations that we derived, that is from the path h bar dot dl bar due to A to B plus h bar dot dl bar due to B to C plus h bar dot dl bar due to C to D plus h bar dot dl bar due to D to A. So you have to sum all this. So if we take a sum of all this, then we get hy naught delta y plus delta x delta y by 2 dou hy by dou x minus hx naught delta x minus delta x delta y by 2 dou hx by dou y minus hy naught delta y plus delta x delta y by 2 dou hy by dou x plus hx naught delta x minus delta x delta y by 2 dou hx by dou y. So which are the terms that cancel out here? Hy naught delta y and minus hy naught delta y will cancel. Minus hx naught delta x plus hx naught delta x will cancel. Okay, so delta xy by 2 dou hy by dou x plus delta xy by 2 dou hy by dou x. So it will be 2 times. Okay, so 2 times. Similarly, minus delta xy by 2 dou hx by dou y minus delta xy by 2 dou hx by dou y. Again, it will be minus 2 times this. Right. So with this, I can write the next equation as, here it will be 2 times. So 2 times delta xy by 2, 2 times delta x delta y by 2 dou hy by dou x minus 2 times delta x delta y by 2 minus 2 times delta x delta y by 2 okay, this into dou hx by dou y. So 2 and 2 will cancel here, 2 and 2 will cancel. Delta x delta y is common, so this, if I take it common, it will be dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y. Okay, so what is this? We have taken from all the paths, we have added those paths. H bar dot dl bar due to AB plus h bar dot dl bar due to BC plus h bar dot dl bar due to CD plus h bar dot dl bar due to D to A. This is nothing but the total path considered. So it is the closed integral. It is a closed integral of the closed surface. So that is nothing but, therefore, that is closed surface integral h bar dot dl bar. This is equal to delta x delta y, this into dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y. Take it as equation number 11. Take it as equation number 11 here. Now, according to the Ampere-Circuital rule, what is the Ampere-Circuital rule? The integral, closed surface integral h bar dot dl bar should be equal to I. It should be equal to the current enclosed. So current enclosed can be given by, or it is given by, current enclosed is equal to current density normal to the closed path multiplied by area of the closed path. So what is current enclosed? Current enclosed is equal to that is current density normal to closed path, multiplied by area of the closed path. So current density normal to the closed path, because we are getting the current in the z direction. I told at the beginning itself that according to right hand thumb rule, the current is in the z direction. So it is Jz, that is current density normal to the area, multiplied by the area. Area is delta x into delta y. Alright. So what it indicates here? So accordingly we can write, that is closed surface integral h bar dot dl bar, this divided by, so this delta x delta y, I'll take it to the denominator, delta x delta y. So this will be equal to dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y. It is this term. Okay. Then what is delta x delta y? So that is nothing but delta x into delta y into jz. Into jz is I enclosed. So the integral, closed surface integral h bar dot dl bar is equal to I enclosed. Okay. So accordingly h bar closed integral h bar dot dl bar, that is equal to, that is jz into delta x delta y, that is current enclosed. Okay, so that is further equal to this term dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y. Okay, so take this as equation, that is this equation will take it as 12 and this one as 13. Now if we want the accurate result, we have to take the limit as delta x delta y tends to 0. Therefore limit as is closed surface integral h bar dot dl bar of delta x delta y as delta x delta y tends to 0, that is dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y, that is equal to jz. If we consider the other paths, so if we consider the path that is say in the direction yz plane, now we have considered the xy plane. If we consider the yz plane, then the current density will be normal to x direction. If we consider the zx plane, then the current density or the current will flow in the direction of y, perpendicular direction. So we can write limit as, due to cyclic property, delta y delta z tends to 0, right? Closed surface integral h bar dot dl bar divided by this term will come here as delta x delta y has come to the denominator, delta y delta z. So this will be equal to, so this is first dou hy by dou x, so similarly dou hz by dou y minus of dou hx by dou y, so that is minus dou hy by dou z. This will be equal to jx, current will be in the x direction. So take it as equation. So this equation we will take it as 14 and this as 15. Similarly write for the zx plane. So if you write for the zx plane, so for the zx plane the equation that we get is limit as delta z delta x tends to 0, closed surface integral h bar dot dl bar, this divided by delta z delta x, this is equal to, that is use the cyclic property, dou hx by dou z minus of dou hz by dou x, that is equal to jy. Fine students, right? Now what will be the generalized formula? If I generalize this, then I can write limit as delta Sn tends to 0, that is h bar dot dl bar upon delta Sn is equal to Jn, where Jn is the current density normal to the surface delta S. Fine. So the term on the LHS left hand side is called as the curl h bar. So this term on the LHS, it is called as curl of h bar, where delta Sn is the area enclosed by the closed line integral. So total J is nothing but Jx Ax bar plus Jy Ay bar, total current density. Current density is what? Come on, tell me. Current density is the current per unit area, is it not? Plus Jz Az bar. So therefore J bar is equal to, what is Jx? Jx we have written here, previously. So it is nothing but dou hz by dou y minus dou hy by dou z into ax bar plus jy. What we have got here, jy is this term. Okay, so it is dou hx by dou z minus dou hz by dou x into ay bar plus jz. Okay, so jz we have written previously, so it is dou hy by dou x, that is equation number 13, minus dou hx by dou y, right, dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y into az bar. So this is nothing but I can write it as j bar is equal to curl h, that is del cross h. We know that curl operation is del cross operation, it is del cross h bar. The curl h bar is indicated by del cross h bar, which is nothing but the cross product of del and h bar. It is the cross product of del and h bar. So this equation is called as point form of Ampere's circuital law. Point form of Ampere's circuital law. Point form of Ampere's circuital law. Circuital law. It is also called as one of the Maxwell's equation also. One of the Maxwell's equation. Right. What is del? Del is nothing but dou by dou x plus dou by dou y plus dou by dou z. And we know that h bar or h is equal to hx ax bar plus hy ay bar plus hz az bar. Okay, so what is del cross h? That is dou by dou x of h bar cross h bar means dou by dou x hx ax bar plus dou by dou y hy ay bar plus dou by dou z hz az bar, where hx is this component, hy is this, and hz is this. So students, here we have developed the equation for the curl, right? So, taking into consideration the path to be in the xy plane, and then we finally arrived by considering the other path. Okay, so we started with the surface here, differential rectangular element in 3-dimensional view. Okay, then we derived the equations, various equations, that is h bar dot dl bar in a to b direction, b to c, c to d, and d to a. Then we added all those, right? We added all those. Okay, then we wrote the equation for current enclosed, which is current density normal to the area multiplied by the area. Then what we did, we wrote the equation for taking the limit into consideration, right? Then we wrote the various equations for the same for the different limits for yz plane and zx plane. Then we generalized that. We wrote the equation for the current density in terms of ax bar, ay bar, and az bar. And finally we arrived at the equation j bar is equal to curl h, that is del cross h bar. So this equation is called as Ampere's circuital law, or one of the Maxwell's equation. I hope everybody have followed, students, right? If there are any doubts, send your doubts to me. I will clear your doubts. Thank you.